Hey guys, welcome back to Arson Mine. My name is Fabe and this is a TimeShot server. And today I have something planned for you that is hopefully gonna look really awesome. So, in case you missed last episode, let me quickly recap. We built a circle, this circle here, that I worked off camera on a little bit more. I made it bigger, I think about like 4 blocks more diameter. So we have a little bit of a curvature in here now too. I made it bigger and I built this little podest up here. And some of you suggested it in the comments, and I have to agree that we're gonna build a statue here. I was always a little scared of statues, but then I remembered, actually about 2 years ago probably, I found a nice statue design on Planet Minecraft, and I saved the link. And I found it again, and I took a look at it, and I really still like the statues. I think the guy who made them is called Evil Sketch, but then again, it was 2 years ago. I don't know if he even still plays Minecraft. But nonetheless, credit where credit is due, and I want to build one of his statue designs. I modified it a little bit. I changed a couple of blocks and the block types, so it looks a little more fitting to our area here. And I might use some more of his statues in the future for my future project that I have in mind. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but get a little bit of a taste. And what we also did last episode is we have been talking about Minecon Day 1. And so it's only natural for us, I think. There's so much stuff in my inventory. Crap! What do I not need? I guess I have a little bit too much cobble. Let's get rid of that. So today we're gonna talk about Minecon Day 2. Can you believe it? Minecon has already been 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So I hope I can even remember the details of what actually happened. It's gonna get harder and harder the further, of course, I go away from the actual date. But that's exactly why I feel the need to talk about it. As long as I still remember at least partially what happened there. And I'm gonna build from a screenshot on my other screen. So if I stay a little too long in my inventory, you guys know that I'm clicking over to my screenshots and checking stuff out. So we're gonna use quartz again because I think it fits the tower quite a bit. And it also makes for a good color combination. We're gonna use stone brick and we're gonna use some other color. Man, it's going faster than I thought it would be. Anyways, okay, guys, day 2 of Minecon. So we're talking about the Sunday here. So on Saturday evening, we didn't go to bed too early. So I was up actually really early. Once again, the planes that come in the morning kind of woke us up, which wasn't too big of a deal actually. But I decided, since Win and Poet were still getting up and getting ready, I decided to already head out and explore the expo hall a little bit on my own. I was just wandering around, checking out a bunch of stuff, taking a look at the other indie games that we missed on day 1. I don't think I visited actually any panel in the morning. Pretty sure. So yeah, I was literally just wandering around the convention hall and just checking it out, enjoying all the nerds walking around, doing stuff like that. I don't think I even met anyone at this point. Most people were coming in later, I believe. So I don't know what I actually did this whole time. I remember... What do I remember? Who was there? I don't remember anyone who was there. The first thing... I must have met Poet and Win at some point, because I remember we were in the expo hall real briefly, and then we already went out to the TimeShot meetup, which was also happening on Sunday at noon, right in front of the Excel Center. We had our meetup, which was amazing. At first, it seemed really rainy on that day. I was a little bit worried that we might get wet and not a lot of people would show up because of the rain. I'm sorry. But it worked out pretty well. What am I doing here? I'm failing miserably. I need this perspective here. Is this the backside? This is the backside. Let me get rid of this again. Come on. Yeah, but it worked out fine. It kept, it was dry at noon. So we met up there, and I think 2 girls saw us pretty early, like a couple of minutes before noon even. They went up to us and let us sign, or mainly let Poet and Win sign. Did I sign, I think? I don't know, remember if I signed this. But they had a little diamond sword and asked some of us to sign, which was pretty awesome. It was, yeah, I'm pretty sure I signed this diamond sword. It was my first signature I ever gave, which was kind of weird and surreal, and I don't even know why people would come up to a weird guy like me and want my signature. I mean, what is wrong with these people? But yeah, that's what happened. And they left right away, unfortunately, so they didn't hang out to talk or anything. I don't know, they might have had other plans for the time. Maybe there was a panel going on, I don't know. But later on, some of our friends showed up, and then some of fans showed up as well. I mean, there was a lot of people there. You better check out the vlog that I recorded, because I think I got most of the people who were actually there on there. It was kind of cool, since it was not only TimeShot, but also like the ex-TimeShot members. What am I doing here? Let me focus a little bit real quick. Okay, I need to get some dirt in here. And boop. I could have just placed a block. It would have been easier. Yeah, a lot of the ex-TimeShot members. Zashin was there. Liam was there. Dave was there. So that was really, really awesome. So if people came to the meetup, they wouldn't only see the current members, but also a lot of the past members. This is wrong. It has to go like that. Yeah, that was really awesome. And overall, just was an amazing experience. Lots of people there, and I'm so glad I got to hang out with some of you guys, hopefully, who were there. Yeah, it was just awesome. I enjoyed every second of it. And after that, we went inside again to grab some food, if I recall correctly. So late lunch. And then Liam, Dave, and I think we went to the Mindcrack panel and watched that. Was alright. It was pretty much the same sort of panel they usually do, so since I've already seen like streams of their past panels, it wasn't too interesting to watch, but they did a good job. Wasn't too bad of a panel. What did we do after that? It was already like 3 PM after that. Oh, was it? It's getting kind of hazy already at that point, but I am pretty sure that we went out and... Oh, yes, that's it. No, is it? No, we were supposed to meet up with Codename B, one of the developers of Hypixel, at 6. Right? It was 6. So what we actually did, I think we hung out in a Hypixel tavern for a little while. Just chilling. They rented like this little room downstairs of a bar right next to the Excel Center, which they had a Hypixel tavern banner, and I think I showed that off in the vlog as well. It was really, really cool. I didn't expect them to have like a whole room just like that. I mean, that's crazy, right? Having a whole bar to themselves. And they didn't give you alcohol down there, so I think we already got a drink upstairs at that point. I'm just hanging out until 6. We missed the closing ceremony because we were just so comfortable there, and we didn't expect much of the closing ceremony. And from what I've heard, we didn't miss too much. Apparently, there was like a marriage proposal, which is kind of ridiculous. This is the head, by the way. Talking about the statue for a quick second. I hope I didn't do a lot of stuff wrong. Okay, I gotta come out here and go like that. But yeah, that was a marriage proposal, which is kind of crazy. But other than that, there was, I guess, a lot of thank yous for all the people who were there. Man, this thing is bigger than I thought. To all the people who were there, to all the people who helped out with the convention itself, of course. And that's pretty much it. No new announcements. Well, the biggest announcement, I guess, is that they're planning on doing another Minecon next year, which since they didn't do one last year, it wasn't completely safe that it was gonna happen. But I guess they're gonna try. We'll see if that works out at all. It's gonna be very interesting to see. I don't know if it can go next year. I would love to, but depending on where it is, when it is, and how much money I have at this point, I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks weird right now, but the general statue design, I think, is an... Did you hear that? I'm alone on the server. I just heard a glass break. And I thought it was a witch, but there's no witch around, is there? Unless witches have now invisibility potions. No, they don't. They don't. Oh yeah, then we were... Actually... We were hanging out with some admins down there too, and they gave us free shirts. So I have a free Hypixel shirt. I don't know if I showed that off. I think I did. That was pretty awesome. Met some admins of Hypixel, and then we met up with Codename B again, and we went out for some extremely fancy but extremely delicious pizza. So. It's exactly the fancy place that I described like yesterday, with the waiter waiting at the front door, holding it open for you and stuff like that. Yeah, he told us that this pizza there is amazing, so we went in there and we tried it out, and it was definitely an amazing experience because it was so fancy. There were waiters coming around putting like parmesan on your pizza separately, which is just... I don't know. Usually when I go to a restaurant, there might be like a bowl of parmesan and you can put it on your pizza yourself if you want to. But no, this guy came around and was actually putting parmesan on our what is the pizza called in Italian that already has like these 4 types of cheese on them? I don't even know. Quattro formaggi, something like that. So he put a 5th type of cheese on there, and Codename B kinda did some jokes with the guy and kept telling him he needs more cheese. So he stood there for a couple of minutes just putting more and more parmesan on his pizza, and then he went to everyone else, and after that he got back to Codename B and put some more on there. So it was kind of funny. Yeah, the waiter was pretty awesome. It was a pretty cool experience there. Look at that guy. Doesn't he look awesome? Like, those are his arms, his hands, his head. He's kind of like a skirt thingy. And some armor plate. Come on, can you stop this? I just want to build here in peace. But yeah, we had awesome pizza. It was a little bit expensive, but it was okay. It was definitely... Seriously, let's sleep. Why not, right? It was okay. And what did we... After that, we went back to the bar and hung out there. There were a lot of people there at this point. Paramore Mike showed up, which was really, really cool. He drove up there, or down there, or some side. He drove to London just to meet us there for less than an hour, I think. He just really drove up with his sister and then drove back out. It was a real brief meeting, but it was amazing to meet him in person. That was cool. And you don't shoot me, do you? No, you don't. So that was awesome, and then we hung out with the usual crew that we hung out most of the weekend with. Like, there was Starlet and all the guys, and Ruben was there. Oh, on that day too, I just remembered I met Faleron. So when we went into the bar, there was this guy on the table, and he just said, "Fabe, hey, do you know who I am?" And I said, "Sorry, I have no idea who you are." And then he said he's Faleron. And you guys probably don't know Faleron. I don't think I've ever done anything like on this channel with him. But he was a big part of the Build Inc. server back in the days that I used to play on. And after Build Inc. Went down, the people that still wanted to play together kind of went out into 2 groups. Give me a sec here. Need to drink some coffee. Thanks. Pretty much split up into 2 groups. One of them went on a server called Crater City, I think. I think that's the server they went on. And the other people, which I was a part of, was Survival Inc. And I've spent a lot of time on Survival Inc. and we added more members who weren't on Build Inc. later on, like Code, for example. And at the same time, this other server was also happening, and we didn't have a big, much contact to those guys. However, I checked Valorant's channel out even years after Build Inc. went down every now and then, just to see how he's doing. Because I know he was already a pretty active Let's Player when we started the whole Build Inc. stuff. So that was cool to meet him, and he told me that he was checking out my channel every now and then too. So that was awesome. I never saw his face though, so I didn't recognize him immediately. And I didn't watch enough of his stuff to recognize his voice either. But it was definitely awesome to catch up with him. I didn't get the chance to talk a lot to him, unfortunately, because we kind of went into a bar in a group and he was in a group. So we just quickly talked a little bit. Let's see. I don't know how high I want to do this. I want definitely to have like the flag like this. And it should start right here. Yeah, I need some more. I need some more fences to finish this off. But it should be good. So yeah, that was awesome meeting him. We talked a little bit about the good quote-unquote good old days of Build Inc. Oh man, this project, I'm still kind of sad that we never finished it. And I asked him if he knew, if he had like the map or the world download of this map, and no, and he didn't know anyone who had it, and all the work was pretty much lost. That's okay. It's been like 3 years ago, so meh. It was cool, but it's gone now, and that's all right. We have better stuff and more awesome stuff nowadays. Boop and boop and boop, I think. Yeah, that's kind of the same wind direction as the flag up there. I really gotta do something with the flag up there. I think even was... let's do it only 2 wide. Oops, that was a little bit of a lag spike. You go down here and boop and boop. You know what? Let's go up here. And then move it over. Is that right? I don't know if that seems right to me. But if we do it like that, it should work out. So he's holding up kind of a banner. And I decided to go with yellow and orange. Yellow because what color? And orange because my base has kind of the orange theme on the inside. So I decided to go with those 2 colors. I might change it a bit later. You know what I need to do now? I need to go all the way down, craft some more fences and come back up. But yeah, after eating, we hung out at the bar for like a couple of hours. MK was actually telling us about a party that was supposed to happen later. And she was at dinner in the city, I think, with IS Cupquake and some other people. So that was kind of crazy for her, I can imagine. And we were just waiting at that point, hanging out at the bar and waiting for MK to tell us what's going on, which was until probably like 10 p.m. And then we decided, nah, let's go to Liam's hotel bar. And all of a sudden, everyone was at that bar. I don't even know how that happened, but we showed up at Liam's hotel bar, and like literally everyone was there. A lot of the Hermitcraft guys were there. Oops, that was kind of a fail. Some Mindcrackers starting to show up. Our group was completely there. So I don't know how this happened, but we ended up all at the same bar and we had an amazing time. The best, seriously, come on, let me just end a pearl up there. It can't be too hard. It's gonna go over again, isn't it? Okay, let me try and throw another one. That's not gonna work. Nope, definitely not gonna work. Okay, this can't be too hard, can it? Like that? Maybe? Oh yeah, best story of the evening. Yes, I did. Was so someone, I think he was called Jimmy. I don't know what its actual YouTube name is or anything, but he was called Jimmy, and he had like a whole ton of stickers, and everyone had some of his stickers. And we started just putting stickers on people's back. At first, people noticed immediately, but then there was Liam. Liam already had a couple of drinks, like double vodka Coke, and at least 2 or 3 of them. So he was happy. And we started just going up to him and patting on his shoulder. Hey, Liam, what's going on? How are you doing? And then every time we put like a sticker on his back. And we were like a group of at least 5 or 6 people who did that. So we all, one after another, just went up to him. Hey, Liam, well, what's going on? That was amazing. At the end of the night, he has like 10 stickers. And then Jeff came up, Jsano19. He came up to us and he mentioned to one of us, oh man, this guy has a lot of stickers on his back. And then we said, yeah, we are playing kind of a game. You want to join us? And he said, sure. So he took a sticker. And he asked us about Liam's name, and then that was the most amazing thing. So he went up to Liam and just pat him on the shoulder and said, hey Liam, so nice to meet you. I wanted to introduce myself, I'm Jeff. And then he shook his hand and put the sticker on the back. I was just amazing, this experience. So a lot of people joined in later, and I think we had even a bet going if we could put a sticker on Liam's butt. And I got it. I put a sticker right on Liam's butt, and I think Poet got me a drink for that, so that was cool. That was probably the most fun memory I have of this whole evening. We switched to another bar later because, as I mentioned, in Britain the bars close kind of really early, which is a little bit annoying. So we tried to find another one. We went to another hotel bar, which was also just about to close, and so we stayed there for like half an hour to an hour. Was talking to a couple of people. There was this Andrew from Approaching Nirvana and Liam experience that I talked about in one of the streams. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And there were still a couple of other people there. But slowly but surely, everyone was dripping out, going home or going to other places, meeting up with other people maybe. I don't even know. But then I decided to go home. When was it? Maybe 1 a.m. Said goodbye to some people that I weren't going to see in the next day. And that was pretty much the day 2 of Minecon. Not too much stuff happening, but that stuff that happened was pretty awesome, I gotta say. You know, I really do like the statue. I really do like it. I'm really happy with it. It looks cool. I mean, the chest piece kind of blends in a little too well with the mountain. So maybe I should have chosen something else. But I really like the style of the statue. It looks like there's the head, a beard, some hair coming down. Then he's holding this giant banner. There were different versions with swords and shields too. But I decided a banner would be the coolest. And you know what? I might even get rid of the flag up there completely. Because it's kind of like dual flag. And it doesn't look as cool anymore. Takes some attention away. But I really like how this turned out. So, Evil Sketch, I believe was his name. He came up with that 2 years ago and put it on Planet Minecraft. And thank you, Evil Sketch, for providing such a nice statue. Let's take a look from the other side, because we will see it from this side probably just as often if we run around here. You know what? Since the next day was kind of short. Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. Let me quickly tell you about the Monday after Minecon as well, so we can call it a day about all the Minecon stories. Got up fairly early again. For some reason, for the whole time I was in London, I didn't get a single hangover. I don't know what London has in its air, but it must be like something of a anti-hangover vaccine. I don't know what. But I didn't get a hangover even once. While Win and Poet had quite a bit of a hangover on Monday. We were supposed to meet the group, mainly MK and some other people, to find her police phone box, her blue one. And some stuff happened. We went out. We were kind of early. We had to wait for some people. So we were already late when we got to the DLR station. And when we got there, Poet and Win were gonna get some coffee. And in the meantime, the train arrives and we were waving them in. But I think like Poet couldn't find us a ticket and he had to put it on top of such a little surface to register that he can get in. And he couldn't find it in time, so we went in and we were gonna wait on the next station. Get out on the next station and wait for them. Because we had to get out on the next station anyways. I need to get some food. So we were waiting there for like 2 more trains and they never showed up. We didn't have really a matter of communication because not all of us had like a cell phone reception in Britain. and there was no Wi-Fi or anything, so we couldn't communicate at all. And now then I think Poet and Win decided to just gave up on it and go back to the apartment and cure a little bit more on that hangover of theirs. And I think they were like going shopping later. But I was already gone by then, and I had all my stuff with me, so I never really got to say goodbye to those guys, which is unfortunate. Let me see if I still remember this code. Someone messed with it. That's not it. Was it like this? Maybe. I'm pretty sure it was like this. No, it must have been like this. Why can't I remember my own code? That's something must have messed with. Someone must have messed with it. Oh no, there it was. Bam! Here we go. Alright, got it. Don't worry. Got my food. Let's close it off. So I had it open for so long that I didn't have to remember my code. But someone must have played around with it, so that should be okay now. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I didn't get to say goodbye to Win and Poet, which was kind of sad. But we were already so late, so we went on to the meeting point. What was it? Earl's Court, I think was the station called. And it was like half an hour of tube ride. And then we met up with the whole group that you saw hopefully in the vlog. Oh, by the way, let's check this out real quick. So there was like Ruben and Star again, some other people. So Mara left me a present here. Cookies! Oh, I can't take him. I'm gonna leave him here for a while. So Mara went around and gave everyone cookies, I guess. And that's awesome. Thank you, Mara. I appreciate it. Yeah, but I was already running out of time. I need to get to the airport. My plane didn't leave for like another 3 hours, but I'd rather be early at the airport. What kind of sword do you have, my friend? I'd rather be early at the airport and wait there a little bit instead of spending more time in the city and then missing my flight, because that's the worst thing that can happen, missing your flight. And it's gonna be expensive to get another flight and all that stuff. You know, maybe I should put some light in there somehow. I have an idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of these guys first. Don't you dare. Yeah, so I just got out of the station. The police box, the TARDIS was right there. So we took some pictures and then I said goodbye to everyone and I headed off right away. And these guys were going on a little bit of a sightseeing tour. So I wish I could have stayed a little bit longer, but yeah, I already booked my flight. I had to get back to the lab on Tuesday, so there wasn't any chance to stay another night, unfortunately. So I went back, I went to the airport and got to say goodbye to only a couple of people, which was a little sad, but what can you do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do, this is the center, this is the center. Oh, I can see your crotch! Don't mind me down here. Let's do a lever. Boop, boop. I hope you will be able to see the lever, won't you? Maybe not too bad. Yeah, I think it's alright. You don't see it really. And you have some sort of a light source there. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to do. Especially it keeps mobs from spawning on top of here. Not that it would matter since they're spawning left and right of the street everywhere. Yeah. Got to the airport. Got through security really quick. It was awesome. However, my plane was delayed by like half an hour to an hour. I think it was almost yeah, it was pretty much an hour. I think it was supposed to leave at 4:05 and it left at 5 p.m. So I actually had to wait a long time there, sitting around. Found a charging station, so that was nice. I was able to vlog a little bit there. And then I got back home an hour late and I arrived here back at home probably at around 9 or 10 p.m. So even if I would have stayed later and took a later flight, I would have come home really late and I had to get up really early to get back into the lab. So it was probably all for the best. And yeah, then I was home and everything was over. So that's my Minecraft story. Sad. Well, sad it's over. It was awesome, of course. I really enjoyed meeting all these people. I had an amazing time. Let me remind you guys real quick of the Q&A episode. I have a thread on the Reddit. The link to the Reddit is in the description. You can still post questions for maybe another day or so. And then I'm going to record my Q&A episode. Yeah, maybe I'm going to record another episode in between. Because we had quite a few talky episodes lately. So maybe I'm going to record another episode with a lot of progress in between. And then we're going to move on to another Q&A episode. Ask everything you want to ask. If it's too private or anything, I'm just not going to answer. But you can ask away whatever you want to know. And I'm looking forward to recording another Q&A episode. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my Minecon stories. It was kind of different, I suppose. Lots of rambling and stuff. But, yeah, I really felt like I needed to get everything off my chest before I forget about it. And whenever I want to remember that stuff, I can just come back and watch my own videos talking about it. So, that's gonna be cool. But, yeah, we built an awesome statue, I think. I really love how it looks. And I will see you guys again in the next episode on the TimeShot server. But until then, have a nice day. And seriously, guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.